If you fast forward, I think we should see this as a sensible move forward.
We can now move forward together. One small step forward. It has been a necessary step forward. What is required is slow.
You either keep going or you go backwards. We must take advantage of what this offers or we'll slide backwards.
You don't overreact, but equally you don't take a backward step. We live in a world where...
Just a Bit of Spin is a work about political spin. It's based on an early animation device known as a phenakistoscope. When you spin the disc in this work, what you hear are phrases taken from the actual speeches of Australian politicians. I've chosen a series of words that relate to the actual interaction within the work, so the spinning of the disc. And you can move between the series of words, there are 3 in all, by mixing or scratching.
Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back.
It's a hard-headed assessment of our interests. It's a hard judgment to make.
It often calls for hard choices. I don't think we're seen as hard.
All this talk about us going soft on them is wrong.
It's sending a message
To them
that we're starting
to
to
go soft.
right-hearted,
Soft spot, hard-headed approach.
soft-tongued, hard-working,
You say, do something. It is too early for me to be saying yes or no to something like that.
It's not just something out there on its own. It's something that will take a number of years to implement.
Saying something, nothing at all. Saying something, nothing at all.
The research that this work is part of is about trying to stimulate playful behaviour in an audience. That's why I went with a kind of toy-like ambience where I used poker machine iconography and I designed the case with textures and colours that were very toy-like. I also tried to work with openness and ambiguity because in order for people to play you need a bit of freedom of movement within something so that there's something to actually play with. So I was hoping that that level of ambiguity in terms of interpretation would give people room to play with the meanings within the work.
I don't want it to be seen as
There's nothing surprising about this. Just for the record, I knew nothing about it. You say, do something. It is too early for me to be saying yes or no to something like that.
I don't want it to be seen as We haven't talked about it because there's nothing to talk about. I have nothing at all to hide.